it's a rare skill for a fighter to be able to stand in the pocket and avoid taking significant damage, but if you've watched the film on this young fighter, that's exactly what he's able to do. He frustrates and exhausts his opponents, and he stays pretty relaxed because he's so defensively sound. He uses movement and defense to set up his offense. Consummate stickler and mover. He gets his head off of the center line, and even when you think you have him in a compromising position, more often than not, he's able to swivel that head and get out of harm's way. So much UFC history is played out here at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. Plenty more where that came from tonight. The athletes are ready to go. All right, now let's get to the tail of the tape for this featherweight tilt. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. UFC featherweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Bass. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Suzuki.
And there's Herb Dean. He will handle the action inside the octagon. We're ready to go with round one here.
Nice body shot.
And there he goes, lands another combination. His cardio is so good that it allows him to put forth this type of output and pace.
When his opponent is done at 2, he is stringing together 4, 5, 6 more different strikes. You don't do that without having fantastic cardio.
Oh, nice punch there in the clinch. Fighters separate from the clinch.
Quick jab lands there.
Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue. Trying to set up a choke here. That guillotine is tight. Oh, submission defense on full display there.
He said that he was very aware of what this guy brought to the octagon, and it showed in that defense. Great submission defense on display tonight. Great shot from the top position.
Oh, another strike lands from the top.
Ref won't help you here. Just as the referee will never take a guy out of mount, they will not take the guy off of your back. You have to get him out of his position.
All right, just as we saw a few seconds ago, he finds the hole for another ground and pound strike.
Beautiful punch lands there from inside the guard.
Lands with the ground and pound here. Man, he's killing it on the ground. Another strike gets through.
Now he's going full mount.
All right, half guard now. Not a fighter you want in half guard against you. For the bottom fighter, what does he need to do?
He needs to secure his underhook. He's got to be fighting for underhook. One of the most key things you can do as a bottom fighter stuck in half guard is try to frame. You frame and push your opponent away from you. By pushing him away from you, he will then want to come back into you.
Right.
It's like when I push you back, you want to go forward. So as he comes forward, hand goes off the face, let it slip into an underhook, build up to your elbow, then go chase your single leg. This is high-level grappling, John, from a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt named Daniel Cormier.
Oh, you gotta love the ground and pound strikes here.
Yep, gotta be very careful there.
Nice movement to avoid some of those strikes from the top. 30 seconds to go in the round. Gonna try to take his opponents back here, and he does.
I mean, way to stay aware and stay safe defensively. Great job landing from the top position. Another strike gets through from the top position.
Round two next.
This round, we're still gonna wrestle, but we gotta be smarter. Defend his shots better. Circle off.
All right, so a wild round and a wild sequence there on the ground, DC. Talk us through the highlight.
Yeah, man, you see two high-level grapplers going after it. One guy gets an advantage. The other guy always has a response. We thought it was over. A lesser opponent would have been submitted, but these two are two of the best grapplers in the entire UFC.
Oh, Superman punch!
Nice block there. Fighting from both sides, lands the left hand.
Oh, collar tie.
Liver kick, if you take the kick, it's going to shut your body off.
Whiffs on the right hand. Oh, single collar tie here. Well, he's doing a nice job here blocking these shots. The chin is tucked, the hands are high. Pretty good job defensively thus far.
Great job.
Huge connection by him there.
He needs to get on his bicycle, John. He needs to get into space so that he doesn't get pinned. Great submission defense on full display by the opponent.
Making all these shots count. Man, submission defense is a powerful thing. Offense keeps going for it. Defenders held up every step of the way.
Yeah, the defense has done a great job just making sure he leaves nothing long, no submission attempts. Even when they get him, he continues to stay calm and patient, and he's defending these submissions.
Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire.
That was nice. There it is, now he's going to mount.
Under 2 minutes to go. Lands the grounded pound strike here.
He's very accurate in the ground and pound, and it's showing because he's landing so consistently. Oh, right into mount.
The ground strikes continue to pile up.
Watch armbar here. Arms in deep. Trying to finish the armbar here. All he's got to do now is take his time, and the finish will present itself.
Ooh, strong grip on the arm.
Look at him with all that pressure starting to get tight. A lot of takedown defenses, submission defense is just being calm and patient.
Oh, he's out!
He actually escaped. Look, I gotta stop writing these dudes obituaries, man. I always think they're done. Surprise me.
Keep it on the ground. You can't allow that to happen. If the fight does go down there, I want you on top. So look for your scrambles, look for your sweeps, look for your reverses.
All right, let's take a look back at some of the replays from that last round.
Unbelievable to see these high-level competitors get in each other's face, tuck their chin, bite down on the mouth guard, and just let it all hang out over the course of 5 minutes.
All right, so there is the horn. That means the round is over. We nearly had a finish due to a submission, but I think you got to give credit to both the offense and the defense there.
Yeah, you got to give credit to both guys, but nothing's more beautiful.
Right to the target. Let's see if his opponent can survive.
I cannot believe he is still standing after taking that punch.
So pretty good recovery by the opponent after getting stunned pretty good. Got got to capitalize on those opportunities.
I mean, you can't waste these opportunities. You don't get them as often as you'd like. You get a guy hurt, you got to find a way to finish the fight.
Well, that overhand big weapon for him throughout his career, it's been there all night. Look for him to go back to it here. Oh, massive overhand lands.
It's so clear that the man, he has a great double leg. My goodness, he has a great double leg.
Nice move into half guard. Shades of Daniel Cormier slicing through that goal.
Unbelievable. I love it. Like a knife through butter. What a great job passing.
Just over 3 minutes to go in round 3. Might be a submission attempt here, champ.
I mean, you cannot sit in a full guard. When you sit in the full guard, you give these guys so many opportunities.
I love watching this guy move on the ground. Another nice transition there.
Such a high-level grappler. You don't see that very often.
So we have crossed the midpoint in this one. Oh, the ground and pound is there.
Got to be careful here. Another ground and pound strike lands for this man. He's got to be careful here.
Lands with the ground and pound. If you're the bottom fighter, DC, what do?
You got to move, you got to shrimp, you got to get up on a hip to try to move your opponent off of you or pull him down to close the space.
Good, solid strike on the ground. Again, not much defense there. Another ground strike gets through. Pretty good head movement. He's avoiding a lot of these ground strikes. Close guard here. He's very comfortable here working off his back, DC. Striking pretty well from the bottom here. Ground and pound. The hammer Mark Coleman would be proud. Oh, nice job to split his guard and get the ground strike home again. We'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here.
Nice work. Non-stop punches. That's what I like to see. This next round, we want even more. Mix up the strikes a little bit. Be unpredictable. Don't.
All right, so a lot of highlights over those previous 5 minutes. DC, take us through the replay, if you will.
A lot of good action, but punching led the dance. Punching was the thing that stood out to me. That allowed him to take control of the round.
You ready to fight? You ready?
All right, here's round 4, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. Oh, beautiful technique to land the overhand. That is a huge shot right there, DC. You don't want to eat too many more of those.
No, and he needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Well, nothing in the unified rules says you can't strike from off of your back, and he did well there.
Massive shot from the top.
These ground strikes are starting to add up.
Oh, nice.
All right, working inside the closed guard now. This is no safe place against this opponent. Well, he's got his back now. Under 3 minutes now to go in the round. Outstanding ground and pound here. Somewhat of a lost art in MMA, at least in terms of making sure that every strike counts. Not an issue for him.
He's making every single one of them count. He is not pity-patting. He's not touching. Every punch that lands, he wants you to feel it. Beautiful ground strikes landed.
And there it is, another strike gets through on the ground. All right, DC, half guard position here. You've done a lot of good work in this spot in your career.
Oh, man, I love this position, and you see this fighter today loves it, too. It is the most secure position in fight.
Setting up for an arm lock now.
What a tight arm bar.
Oh, great submission defense. Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running the guy over, John, and then he just gets up. Nice shots landing from the top position.
All right, full guard here, DC. What does he need to do to improve position?
Well, he's got to start to build his posture, get some damage off, move the half guard, which in turn leads to more opportunities for advancement. But if you're on the bottom,
all right, so now blood is a factor. You see that he has been opened up in that eye area.
yeah, he's got hit in the eye, and now there's a cut. But it's nothing to worry about too much now. But he's got to be very careful with it as we go forward.
All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Let the bodies hit the floor. What a round, multiple knockdowns. Amazing to think he didn't get him out of there, but he came pretty damn close.
Oh, definitely let the bodies hit the floor. There was one guy's body hit the floor over and over and over again. So he showed tremendous toughness. But for his opponent, he has to be seeing stars in his eyes because he understands with this type of performance, he puts Dana White on notice. He puts Sean Shelby on notice. He puts the fans on notice. Everybody's excited about him because they know we have an exciting knockout finisher right in the midst of our presence.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Fifth and final round. Oh, he lands another strike to the body here, really starting to connect on a lot of strikes to the midsection here in the latter stages of this fight.
Beautiful ladder change, make him think it's going low, and comes right over the top with that beautiful overhand. Great pop. That one was going to end the fight. Oh.
And now some separation. Right on the button. All right, so the overhand has certainly been a big weapon for...
Oh, he jumped guillotine right away.
Oh, gotta protect your neck. Guillotine choke is locked in.
He's up. What's the defense on this play?
Oh, man, every time he lands, it's right on that cut. That is gonna have a profound impact on him moving forward. Oh, looks like he's going for an armbar here. How tight is that? Ooh, looks like it might be locked in.
Once he gets you going, he's got...
Oh, belly down now. Oh, he got out.
He actually defended. Now, he's not in a great position now, but he's better off than he was before.
Ground and pound keeps coming. Good movement to avoid that damage coming down. Well, he grounded him, and now he's trying to pound him out. Great ground strikes here. Trying to pass the guard here, but a nice job by the bottom fighter defensively.
Bottom fighter did a fantastic job of following with his hips, making sure he blocked any attempt to get past his guard.
Continuing to work out of the half guard. All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. 90 seconds now to go in this one.
Fight back!
Great job finding his shots from the top position.
All right, well, that blow is buffeting from that cut with each strike landed, and he continues. He's having his way with him here. 1 minute to go in the fight.
Now he's going full mount.
Oh, big shots here.
great ground and pound by this man.
Oh, his ground and pound is on full display here tonight. Oh, his right eye keeps taking damage, looking pretty swollen now. What a fight, 25 minutes turned in. All right, so the fight goes the distance. We'll take a look back at the action, but should go his way given all he got done in the striking game.
Yeah, he did a great job of landing at will, mixing up the target, doing everything that he's become known for in order to cruise to a very good decision. I know he didn't get the finish that he wanted so bad coming in here tonight, but he had a phenomenal performance, and he showed that he's one of the best fighters in the world.
All right, the official decision is in. It resides with the venerable Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges score the contest 48-47, 50-45, and 49-46. For the winner by unanimous decision, Fast!
All right, so there he is. The celebration is on. He tried to leave the judges out of it tonight, was unable to do that, but a pretty dominant effort nonetheless. He's your winner by unanimous decision.
And you got to feel good about that. You got to feel good about dominating every aspect of a fight and getting a victory. He should be very proud of his performance tonight.